What's up, everybody? I'm Swanky Games, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit about how HWOARANG'S heat system works. So, I'm going to show you guys some combo stuff that goes in and out of heat and whatnot, along with some rage combos with heat. And then I'm actually going to show you guys a little bit of what makes HWOARANG so dangerous in heat. You guys probably know about some stuff like this, for example. But I'm wondering if there's a few other things you guys might not know, which I want to show you guys. So, if you guys end up liking this or you guys find this informative, make sure you guys like and subscribe and let me know in the comments. The more you guys do, the more it gets my videos out there and the more I can ultimately help more players. With that in mind, there's a few disclaimers that I want to get out of the way before we get too far into things. First and foremost, I am sick. I'm going to try not to cough in y'all's ears if I can help it, but if a few slip out, I do apologize. I'm getting over being sick, so I'm not coughing nearly as much, but it's still there, unfortunately. And they're pretty violent, so I do apologize. Second of all, my Discord is up right now. So if you guys want to be a part of our group, there's a small group right now. I want to expand it. Basically help you guys a little bit more on a personal level. Excuse me one second. Sorry about that. I had to cough. Anyways, so I want to help you guys out on a little bit more of a personal level. So if you guys want to be more involved with that, there's, like I said, there's also a small group. Could be a good chance to meet some other good players around y'all's level. Get together, have some GGs. I imagine most people that are watching this right now are HWOARANG mains or enthusiasts or just looking to dabble in them a little bit. So maybe you guys go in there and help each other out with HWOARANG. Let me think. Oh yeah, last disclaimer. I do timestamps in the description. In the part that I'm about to do next, and some other parts, you guys might feel like you want to skip. That's okay. I'm going to put timestamps in the description so you guys can get to the more fun stuff. This is going to be designed for beginner, intermediate, and slightly advanced players. Excuse me. So, because of the beginner part, I'm going to be showing you guys. I'm going to be doing the notations, for example, in a minute. So if you guys don't want to do all that, skip to the next part. For those of you beginners who are still getting into Tekken or maybe switching from modern to classic controls and don't know what notations are, I'm gonna go ahead and explain that to you. I don't assume that anybody's watched any other videos, and if you're new or unfamiliar, then you may, or haven't even heard of them before. This might help you guys to follow along a little bit. Excuse me a second. Excuse me, guys. So this should help you guys follow along a little bit. So I'm just gonna start with the basics for right now, and then when things start popping up later on, then I'll explain as we go. But for right now, I'm just gonna cover the basics. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and 4. You might also hear me say 1 plus 2, 3 plus 4, or 2 plus 3. You might hear me say 3 tilde 4. You might, and then forward, back, and neutral are going to be the big main ones. And then there will also be binds as well. I will get into that as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. First things first. 1, 2, 3, 4. So first things first. Your 1 is going to be your left jab. This is square on the PlayStation or X on the Xbox. Your 2 is going to be your right jab. This is going to be triangle on the PlayStation or Y on the Xbox. Your 3 is going to be your left kick. This is going to be X on the PlayStation or A on the Xbox. And last and least, your 4. This is going to be circle on the PlayStation and B on the Xbox. Pretty simple, right? So I'll break it down for you guys a little bit more as we go. But if you guys hit 1 plus 2, this simply means, or if you guys hear me say 1 plus 2 specifically, this simply means you're gonna press both punch buttons at the same time. That would be square and triangle on the PlayStation, or X and Y on the Xbox at the same time. If I say 3 plus 4, this will be both kick buttons at the same time. This will be X and circle on the PlayStation, or A and B on the Xbox at the same time. You might hear me say something like 3 tilde 4. The tilde is the big one. So basically what this means is if I go in a HWOARANG'S stance here, and we can discuss this later, if I hit 3, 4, you'll notice that, excuse me, he does this move, correct? But if I hit the same buttons in the same order in a quicker succession, so basically just much faster, I get a different move altogether. Same move, same buttons, same order, I just pushed them a little faster, and it got me a different move. That's tilde. So where this would be notated as 3, 4, this would be notated as 3 tilde 4, simply. All right. Let me think. Then there's forward. This will always be towards your opponent. There's back or away. This will always be away from your opponent. And so the reason I mention this is because if you're on the other side and you're, like, say, looking at my command history while you're practicing, and you see me hit, you know, away from my opponent when I'm on the other side and you happen to be on this side, you might confuse yourself a little bit. So just make sure that if you are on the other side, excuse me, if you are on the other side, that you pay attention to the fact that I'm saying forward or back. Excuse me. And then last but not least is the neutral. This is basically what we're doing right now. So you'll notice that some moves are notated with a little star. Let me see if I can't find this one. No, not that one. This one. Look at that. See that tilde? That means you'd hit them really, really fast, back to back. But the main thing we're focusing on here is the neutral. So this is kind of 2 notations in one. So and even though there's the tilde in there, you would actually just refer this as forward 3, neutral 3. And you'll see in my command history above my head, I hit forward 3, and then I hit, and then there's that neutral, which is the space, and then I hit 3 again. That neutral, that space is considered the neutral. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Excuse me again. So when you're playing Tekken, again, if you're going from modern to classic controls, it might be a good idea to bind your buttons to be able to press multiple buttons at once. With HWOARANG specifically, I would suggest 1 plus 2, 3 plus 4, and 2 plus 3. You do not have to sorry guys, I'm coughing a lot. You do not have to make your inputs look like mine. Or your buttons, your layout, however you want to call it. You don't have to make it look like mine. This is just an example. So you would bind your 1 plus 2, which would be both your punch buttons, your 3+4, which would be both your kick buttons, and 2+3, which is your heat button. I would not suggest doing 2+3 and the heat burst button on one layout, because HWOARANG does have moves out of 2+3 that aren't heat, and I think especially if you're just starting out, it is easier just to remember one button and to hit a direction than it is to have to remember which button you have to hit and a direction. Like, I feel like that might be too much just at starting out. Maybe later on, if that's what you want to do, then that's fine too. This is also kind of pointless. You don't need a button for Rage Art. If it makes things easier for you, that's fine. I have it here in case I'm being lazy myself. But all Rage inputs are the same. So, yeah. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I'm not going to be breaking down these combos quite so much as I would in a combo video, as one of my combo breakdowns, because the main point of this is to show you guys how to use the heat, not so much the combos. I will break them down to a point, but I'm not going to break them down quite so, you know, chopped up. If you are a beginner, like if you're a beginner, and you're like just switching over, the number one main thing is to make sure you actually have these combos down first. I do have a combo guide that kind of helps you guys get started with down 4-2 and back 3 specifically, as well as another combo guide that helps you guys with, it's very short and it's only like 5 minutes or so, but it show you guys excuse me, a combo for up 3+4, back 4, and I want to say JFSR. So you guys could go check those out. It might help you guys out. And if you guys can't get all this stuff all in one day, that's fine. You're not meant to be able to do this all in one day. So if you are having issues, just practice one thing at a time, come back and you know, move on to the next bit. Don't worry about it. Excuse me. All right, so the first combo we're going to focus on is going to be this. And I'll keep in mind, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, I might have. So what I'm basically going to be doing is I'm going to show you guys how to use a combo and get into heat and then continue a combo. And I'll explain how or why you would do that. And then I'm going to show you guys how to use a combo that both goes into heat and goes out of heat, and explain why you would do that. A combo that puts you in heat and uses rage. For example. And then a combo that where you start in heat, and then another combo where you're already in heat and you're in rage. And I'm going to show you guys an easy combo. This can be considered easy or intermediate, or maybe like kind of in between. And then a combo that would be intermediate to hard. So just two basic combos. One's a little bit easier, and we're gonna build to make it kind of towards intermediate. And then we're gonna do a harder combo that's hard, and then you would work towards or intermediate to hard. Like, it's not hard, it's very consistent, but it might be hard at first while you're learning. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So the first one's gonna be down forward 2, forward 4, up 4, 4. Like so. like so. And that's pretty much it. From here, you can just do the heat if you want to. And you'd end it with up 4-3, 4-3. It only gets you about mid-50s, but you still got to start somewhere, right? Excuse me. So that's something. And while you're learning this, try to learn how to do forward 3+4, keep holding forward, and then hit forward 3. This is going to be really, really big for your combos in the future. So if you can learn to do this now, it will help. And if you can learn to do this, it will help you. You can get just that little bit more damage as well in your combos. It just helps. So if there's something to practice, that would be something I would tell you guys to practice. But for now, what I would do is, so once you learn this, when you think that you're ready to try to add something in there, in between the tornado attack and your heat engager, the easiest thing that I have found was up, forward, 3+4 forward, and then 1. So it'll look like this. You don't have to dash or anything. It's very, very easy. And then once you do that, you would do up 3, 4, 3. So it'll look like this. Get 60 to 64 depending on what launcher you used, which is really, really nice. And it's fairly easy. Nothing to sneeze at. 60 damage is good. You know, even if it was only 50, just remember, guys, a little small 50 damage is still 100% better than no damage. So, so this will be the combo again. Pretty simple. And then next we're gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys a combo where you guys go into heat and then you guys immediately use it. Okay, before we do that, so why would you do a combo like this, for example? See, even because the fact of the matter is just because you put yourself in heat doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get more damage. Actually, if anything, you'll get less, because once you use heat, your damage gets scaled a lot. So why would you do it? Primarily, at first, like what I'm teaching you guys is just to learn it. But for the most part, you would do it to like maybe extend your combos to help maybe get your opponent to the wall, or maybe help so you can break a floor, and then you would use your heat engager to slap them back onto the floor so you can, you know, continue your combo like that and get more damage that way. So even though heat itself doesn't necessarily give you more damage, it allows for more combo routes, as well as it's also a secondary way of getting into heat while keeping you safe and allowing you to start your pressure and whatnot. So that's a pretty good, confident way. And then why would you use a combo that both uses heat, or puts you in heat and uses it? For the most part, you shouldn't do that, because why would you use your heat like that for the most part? Excuse me. However, for me, a big reason is because of the damage. Give me 1 second. So a big reason for me is because of the damage. So if I do the same combo, I got 68 damage. That's 4 more damage than what I got before. So the idea is, especially if you think you might be able to defeat your opponent with it, that's a big reason for me right there. because especially when you get into the bigger stuff, HWOARANG can take over half your opponent's health bar if you do the right combos. So bear that in mind. So the combo that I'm going to show you guys is actually going to be relatively similar to the one we just used. So we would go into heat, and then we use 4-4-4 forward. Then we use 4-4-3, just like I showed you guys, but in the example. But in this case, you would still do that, of course. Like so. But here, what I would suggest is, during this part, try to practice ending this and then going into running 3. It's not that hard. You can honestly just mash forward, and then as soon as he gets out of heat, hit 3. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So like I said, you can basically just mash forward and hit 3. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And it gets you that little bit extra damage as well. 71 is nothing to sneeze at. I don't know what is going on today. But this would be a good way to start. Just kind of start here. And then as you go, try to focus on the running 3. What the crap, man? I don't know why it wasn't coming out. But 3 extra damage is pretty good. So basically the way it works, the way you would do a running move, is as soon as he starts running, so right here, start mashing forward. And right when he stops glowing, about right here, hit 3. And then you should get running 3. And it's pretty easy, but it might take a minute. So 4-4-3 is a good medium. You get 68. It's still nothing to sneeze at. And then rage combo. So this one I actually really like this one. So after you do your heat engager, you'll just simply do up 4-3-4. That's it. That's it. So you do up 4-3-4, and then you don't even have to wait till he lands. As soon as that attack makes right after that attack makes contact, just hit the rage button. It's very nice. And then, all right, so then a combo while you're already in heat. So, basically, you would do up 3+4 forward. So you basically do the same combo, but then you do up forward, 3+4 forward, hit 3 forward, and then 3 forward, or forward 3 and then hold forward. I know this might be a little challenging, this part, but if you practice it, it's not too hard. So maybe just practice this part on its own. So do up 3+4 forward, and then what you'll do is you'll just let go of forward for a quick second, and you'll hit 3 and then hit forward again. As you can see in my notations, I hit forward and then I hit neutral, which means I stopped pushing buttons at all. I hit 3, and then there's a neutral again, and then I hit forward. And that's basically all it is. So it might take a little bit of practice, but once you get it, it's very, very easy. And it becomes a lot more possible to try to carry your opponent to the wall. So then after this, you would just end it the way you would want to end it. So for me, would be that one. Oh wait. You can do up 4-3, 4-3. My fault. So if you do a combo like this, unlike when you use heat and then when you go into heat and use heat, you can actually refloat them. So in this case, I opted to do Hunting Hawk. So it'll look like this. Get that mid 60s, which is really, really nice. And then with Rage, same thing. You do the exact same combo. It's just instead of ending Hunting Hawk, you stop and do Rage Art. So, pretty simple. 85 damage off that combo, can't complain, right? So if you're still a beginner, you might want to go ahead and stop here. This is going to be more for, or if you're a beginner to intermediate, that like lower end of the intermediate, then you might want to stop here. Make sure you get that muscle memory in and practice those combos. I apologize, I messed up a lot. I'm not the greatest, and I am recording, so it's a natural curse. But from here on going forward, we're going to be doing an intermediate combo, an intermediate to hard combo, excuse me. So the main combo is going to look like this. Ignore the blue sparks. So that's what the main combo is going to look like. So that's basically what we're going to base it off of. So for those of you who have never seen that combo before, or might, want to start using it, basically I'm doing back 3 or down forward 2, don't matter. Forward 4, and then 3 tilde 4. Like so. And again, ignore the blue sparks. I just do that. I can't really change that. And then you can add another hit if you want to, but it can make follow-up attacks harder. So I always just opt to do up 4, 3 plus 4 forward, and then up forward 4. Like so. 7 hits is like HWOARANG'S magic number, in my opinion. 6 is okay. You can end with a lot more different options, but 7 is like his magic number. So the first combo is going to be going into heat. Let me see. So for this combo, you're going to need to be able to do forward 3 plus 4, which is his motion switch, and a backlash. That's going to be a big one. If you can't do this right away, you can always skip it. But this is how I do it. So if you can't do it yet, you can always just skip it, like I said. That's perfectly fine. Oh, my bad. If you skip it, you can maybe add in another hit anyways, just to kind of keep the numbers with B or something of that nature. It's up to you. But so after the heat dash, or after the going into heat, I would do up 3, back 3. So I do up 3, back 3. So it'll look like that. Pretty good, right? And like I said, if you can't do the backlash yet, oh my bad. Holy crap. Why is it not coming out? Like I said, you just skip it. It does a little bit less damage, but you know, you're learning. It's a step. So, so that's the first combo. Excuse me. So the next one's gonna be going into heat, and you're gonna do. So once you do go into heat, basically you're gonna do motion switch forward 3+4 motion. I can't talk today either. Forward 3+4. You're gonna do forward 3, forward 3 to go into the heat dash. So it'll look like this. And then end it with you're running 3 or forward 2. If you can do any of this combo, you should be able to do running 3 pretty comfortably. So I'm just gonna stick with that. But forward 2 is always an option as well. It only does like 3 less damage, so it's all good. It's good. So that's pretty much it for that one. Like I said, you can always. It still gets you a pretty good amount of damage either way. So I think that. Oh, that's because of the blue sparks. My fault. Excuse me. So pretty simple. Then the next bit's gonna be his rage combo. Let me just double check here. Oh, so it's basically gonna be the same thing. You're basically gonna do forward motion switch into forward 3, and then you'll just go into rage. Pretty simple. Pretty good, right? Mid 90s is nothing to sneeze at either. And then so turn rage off. So then so when you're already in heat, basically after the backlash, you'll do forward. Excuse me again, guys. I'm so sorry. So it'll look like this. What was it? Oh, my fault. I'm stupid. Get a nice 80 damage. And then if you're doing rage, you just do the same combo. Just stop halfway through a hunting hawk. My bad. Holy crap. Still get pretty good damage. I think that'll be 98 damage, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So, definitely can't complain. So, and those are pretty much his combos out of heat and rage. Predominantly using heat to our advantage. And like I said, the main reason you would use heat like that is for damage, for different combo routes. Maybe there's a floor, maybe there's a wall break, you know, so far away from your opponent's back. So maybe you would use heat to knock them back on the ground and then try to carry them a little further, get them to the wall, and then break the wall. Those are just examples. Excuse me. I'll show you guys one bonus combo, just because a lot of you Hwoarang enthusiasts love, something challenging. My execution's been very off, if you guys couldn't tell earlier. So if I can't get this right away, I apologize. Let me see. So I think this is when I'm already in rage and heat. So let me see here. Okay. There we go. $109 damage. Pretty good, right? If you without the blue sparks, I think it's 107. So pretty good, right? So while we're already in heat, let's talk about this for a second. So what is Hwoarang's strength once he is in this stance? Well, this, I believe this becomes more damaging. No. I don't know what this is for. Excuse me. I don't know why that one's so whatever. So as you guys remember, as you guys know, this move becomes a natural hit on normal hit. Or not, I guess, natural combo on normal hit. But what you guys might not know is that when Hwoarang is in heat, he becomes a combo, a counter hit launching god. I'm not kidding. Hwoarang in heat, he gets five new counter hit launchers. So the thing is, it can be tricky to find an opening for a counter hit, but Hwoarang does have a proper counter hit game. The reason being is because when he's in heat, this becomes a natural hit combo, or natural hit launcher. So why is that important? Because this is 8 frames, right? So, and Hwoarang has 5 moves that on counter hit lead to that being a natural combo. What are those combos exactly? Or moves exactly? The first one, while you're in right foot forward, is going to be 4 forward. As you guys can see, it shows that I'm at plus 16. Let me see. See? I was trying because it said it was plus 16. But as you guys see, even this 13 frame move is natural. So it becomes a natural hit combo on counter. Another big move that you might have already guessed is down forward 4 from right foot forward. On counter hit, this is already guaranteed, right? So that already means that because this is an 8 frame move on counter hit, that was always going to be guaranteed anyways. So, boom. For example, he has 3 more, at least. His third one is going to be up 4. As you guys see, it's plus 11. 97. It's a good amount, right? Another one, and this is probably the one I use the most, is down back 4. Yep, this right here becomes a natural hit, becomes a counter hit launcher. And last but not least, the last counter hit move is forward 4. I'm actually not kidding. This move becomes so. This move by itself will usually put you around in the hundreds if you can manage it. It's ridiculous. Excuse me. So that might be something to check out. Something that I like to do. Sorry guys, I died for a second. You guys saw how easy that combo was, right? This right here is the weakest one, like damage wise. I still got over 100 damage. That was easy. Like, I can get that, like, the backlash might be difficult, but you have a long time to get up here. So, like, yeah. That might not do it. Yeah, I didn't think so. Let me think. Oh, you know what? I got one. Holy crap. What? Even something like that just became significantly harder hitting. And the interesting part is that it does eat up your heat. It does eat up your heat, but it doesn't take it all away. Which means if this combo doesn't kill, I can just try it again. Excuse me. I can just try a different combo. And let's not even mention the fact that I never finished using my heat. Like, it's a lot. So, check out. So got some homework for you guys. Try to experiment with these counter hit moves. Let's see what combos you guys can come up with, and try to get as high damaging of a combo as you can get, and let me know about it. Excuse me. Holy crap. So, beat that. And in the meantime, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head out of here. So, again, I apologize. I apologize for all the coughing. I apologize for all the pausing. I keep having to pause so I can mute my stuff so I can go cough. It's flaring up pretty good today, I guess. Probably because I was out in the cold all night. But anyways, I think that's going to be it from me. Thank you guys for joining me. If you guys like this, make sure you like it. If you want to support me, subscribe. The more you do, the more other people can see my videos, and I can help more people. Don't forget to check me out on the Discord. Again, I'll put the link in the description. And in the meantime, guys, I think that's pretty much it. So, take care of yourselves, happy gaming, and peace.